And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway. And today's starter, Shane Baz. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Bryson Stott, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a strike in there. And the next pitch is way outside. Hit on the ground to short. Walls on the run. Throw to first. In time. Got him. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Up the middle, Lau sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Bryce Harper stands in now and watches strike one.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
There's the strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low, and a count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Christopher Sanchez.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Yandy Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one misses. 2-1. Foul ball there. And that's down and away. The other way, and foul ball. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one. One out, bases empty. On the ground to the left. Boom. Tosses to first. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
The third baseman, Junior Caminero.
2 outs, bases empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. Here's a high chopper. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires to first on the run. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
We all know that that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
That one fouled off. Caminero off of first with 2 away.
Ball, that's outside.
Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One left for Tampa. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Boz back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Just missed. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. It's a bomb. His second home run of the series. It's 1-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
And there's a foul ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Castellanos swings, drills one to center. Back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. And they add on. It's 2-0.
Oh, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Now batting Max Kepler. Pitch in the dirt, ball one. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second.
Nope.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
JT Real Muto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next one misses, and that is ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Alec Bohm, batting with one down, takes a strike. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out. So up next, Johan Rojas. That's a hit. Kepler around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So the batting order turns over. This is Bryson Stott. 0 for 1 so far. And that one fouled off.
No, inside.
Lifted in the air, right field. Caballero makes the grab for the second out.
The bat number 7.
Here's Turner now. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss at a slider. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Bryce Harper. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Next pitch is outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Pepio warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Orrs also getting ready. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Rays, Curtis Mead. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the air to left center, and there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Lau at the plate. to the mound. He's got it. On to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting seven, the right fielder, Jose.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jose Caballero. Inside. Ball 1. This one in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. So they go quietly there. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Phillies 4, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, new inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And the slider just misses. There's the strike. And there's the ball.
That pitch is out.
Next offering upstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first, nobody out. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering is outside. Schwarber gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Throws to second for 1. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Max Kepler at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And first offering is fouled off. Kepler getting to start in right. Batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was born in Germany. Fastball for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Real Muto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Grounds 1 to short. Walls fires over to first, and Real Muto is out, and that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 4, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now Taylor Walls. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rojas makes the grab, one down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
And here's the rookie center fielder.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And a bunt towards third. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Short hop liner, handled it short. Fires to first in time.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Yandy.
So the Rays batting order turns over. And now the DH, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. Out towards right center field. Kepler sizes this one up. He makes the grab. And that is that. Back now in Tampa Bay, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Alec Bohm.
Let's go, Rays.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Rojas,
Inside,
the
ball
next
1.
to hit, takes ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And now 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Stop. In the box again. Takes a strike. High fly ball out to center field. Under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Christopher Morel. Swings through that.
Well, these Rays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rojas settles underneath it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Inside.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit in the air out to center field. Stop. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And here is Curtis Mead. Flied out his first time. And that one clips the corner.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
In there at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Outside. It's 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, out to short. Turner whips it to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The Rays strand just the 1. They trail it here 4-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ryan Pepio.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's Trey Turner.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Phillies really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next pitch is downstairs. And that one clips the corner. That one ran inside, almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So a man at first. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And first offering is fouled off. Turner runs. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out looking. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's already homered in this game. And that is out of play. Pepio over to first, and Turner's back in. Turner leads off first with 1 away. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. That one missing inside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
1-0.
you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
No strike.
And another ball. Strike on the inside corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two outs. Turner runs. Drilled in the air out towards right center. On the move. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The run scores from first, extending their lead And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Everything came together for him. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes. Ball.
Two outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. Phils get one on this RBI triple. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now it's Brandon Lau. Sanchez back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Rays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Falling behind 2-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 1 out.
Now batting. Right
So
field.
digging in, Jose Caballero. Flied to right his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Phillies leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. And that skips into
2
dirt.
strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter number 6. Shortstop.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
1 gone, runner at first. Now here is Taylor Walls. That's outside. 1-0. In the air, center field. Rojas makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 14, Chandler Simpson.
And now the center fielder grounded out his first time up. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Fought off foul. Caballero, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Yandy Diaz now. Here's a chopper to short. The throw to first, and that is that. So the Rays strand a pair. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. JT Realmuto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Now batter, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Right down the chute. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Manuel Rodriguez warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Clevenger also throwing. Swings through that one.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that drops foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And misses inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Rojas.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Johan Rojas. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's in for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Popped up. Walls settles under this one, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 5, the Rays nothing. Back now in Tampa Bay. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Christopher Morel. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Morel measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Popped up. Boom. In position. And it's caught for the out.
The third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And that just misses. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Danny Jansen. That one pushed foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Next pitch is outside. Out to center. Rojas under it. Makes the grab. And that is that.
Now pitching,
Garrett Clevenger into the game. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Clevenger.
And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 in this one.
Stop.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Walls throws to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Trey Turner now. Splits the plate, and that is strike one.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
So man aboard. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch swinging.
Oh, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That one outside. And now it's even 1-1. Turner over at first with one away. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. Way high.
Oh, that's too high.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's fouled away. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. That one misses. Ball 1. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 7-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
2 outs, nobody on. Nick Castellanos digs in now. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. Now this is in the air down the line. Caballero has a beat on it and makes the grab. And that is that. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Caballero now at the plate.
Ball inside.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back base hits. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And now it's going to be number 14. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Missed with a changeup. 1-2 the count. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-1.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez won't go any further, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Carlos Hernandez. He last pitched 2 days ago. So now the DH spot, Yandy Diaz. First pitch just misses. high fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Upstairs. And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Phillies 7, the Rays 1. All set for the start of the inning. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That's inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And here comes Alec Boehm. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That one's carrying. Forget it. A shot to the opposite field. His 2nd homer of this series, and they add a run. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Manuel Rodriguez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, base is empty. And now, Johan Rojas. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Slice down the right side. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Stop at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Tap foul at the plate. That one just misses. 2-2. To the right side, Lau. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now 8-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Christopher Morel. That's in there. Strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ranger Suarez getting loose out there. Banks getting loose as well. Foul ball there. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Caminero stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one fouled off. Just outside. And the count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Breaking ball misses down and away. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jansen in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that one pulled foul. The 1-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rojas sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, we go to the 9th. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. Rodriguez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Ball one there. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Eric Orrs warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Englert warming up as well. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
So Harper stands in. Slider misses outside. The Phils up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
1-1's the count.
Late swing, foul to the left. Stays alive. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Phillies down in order. And it remains an 8-1 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Curtis Mead. Hernandez back to work. And there's a strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that's way high. Ball 1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kepler makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lau in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Right down the chute, and the count 1-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
One down, base is empty.
Ball, that pitch is out.
On the ground to first, and it's through for a hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jose.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero. And that one misses up and in. 1-0. And there's the strike. Lau, the base runner at first with one out. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Rays.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So they're down to their final out. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground to third. And that's just foul. This could end it. That one not close.
2 strikes.
And that is ball 1. On the ground, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
He's out.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.